Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Alicia and on this channel I talk all things luxury, fashion and life, so if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Today's video is going to be a review of one of my most used and oldest bags. This is my first designer piece and it is none other than the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So I know that there are probably thousands of reviews out there about this bag, but I thought I'd give my 2 cents anyway. So like I mentioned, this is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. This is in the MM size in Damier Azur canvas, and it has a beige interior. So when it comes to the Neverfull bags, I think there are actually quite a few option colors when it comes to the interior. For this specific canvas, there are 2 options, and that is the beige and the rose ballerina. Now, a little bit onto how I actually came to acquire this bag. So this bag was purchased in either September or October of 2012 from Paris, France, while I was in Europe with my family. Now, I did go back to my mom and get some numbers from her. Obviously, it has been well over a decade. It is coming up on 11 years since this bag was purchased. So obviously we don't have receipts. We've also moved a few times, so we don't have the box for it either. I suspect that the box probably did not come back with us because it just like took up way too much space in a luggage. But anyway, this was purchased at the time for 800 euros. Now, I went back through currency conversions and got the conversion rate for September, October of 2012, and at the time of purchase it was about 1,000 Australian dollars. For context, this same bag right now in Australia retails for $2,940. Granted, it comes with like a detachable or removable pouch, which wasn't an option back in 2012, but that should give you a little bit of an idea of how price increases have kind of worked through Louis Vuitton in the 11 years since this bag was purchased. It is over a 100% increase in price, and honestly almost hitting 200% in 11 years. What do I normally put in this bag? So this bag in 11 years has gone through a lot of different times. I honestly only started using this bag like regularly and consistently when I finished high school. So I graduated in 2018, I started university in 2019, and that's kind of when I went to town with this bag. So while I was studying between 2019 and 2021, without fail, this thing carried so much to the point where like sometimes I contemplated if I'd overloaded my bag. Like without fail, I would carry my laptop, a laptop charger, reading materials, textbooks, like notebooks, pen, paper, water, like, and that doesn't even go into like jumpers and wallets and keys and like snacks. Now, since graduating and finishing my degree in 2021, I kind of use the bag differently now. She definitely doesn't get as fully loaded anymore. So now I typically carry just like an iPad or a laptop, sometimes both. I carry a notebook, some pens and some highlighters. I carry obviously my wallet, my house keys, my car keys, occasionally a water bottle and snacks. And during periods where it's like chillier weather, I'll carry a jumper. If we're expecting rain, I'll carry an umbrella, but that's really the width of like what I carry in this bag today. Would I recommend this bag? Personally, yes. I know that there's a lot of opinions about the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in any pattern, in any material, whether it's canvas, whether it's leather, whether it's the MM, the PM or the GM. There are a lot of opinions about it's too basic and everyone has one and it's kind of past its days and there's other alternatives, there's better alternatives or there's cheaper alternatives, and some of those statements are definitely correct. But I'm of the belief that if a bag serves the purpose that you want it to serve and you love it, there's nothing that should stop you from purchasing it. This bag, and while I haven't like thrown it all over the place, I've definitely used it as an ordinary tote bag. I've used it the same as I would any other tote bag that I've owned, and it really hasn't had any issues. Quite frankly, it hasn't had any issues, full stop. I've never had to send it to Louis Vuitton for repairs. I've never sent it to a third party for repairs. Nothing's broken on me, nothing snapped on me. The only thing that is like kind of wrong with this bag, which is 100% my fault, is like I have a pen leak on the bottom of the bag on the inside, which again is 100% my fault. So if I could do this over again or recommend something to you guys, if you were purchasing a Neverfull or any tote bag in general that you were going to use on a more professional, whether it's academic or your work life, is to get a bag organizer, which was not really on my radar when I first started using this. I keep telling myself that I'll get one for this bag, but I've been telling myself that for like 2.5 years and it just hasn't happened. So I don't think it's as important for me when it comes to this particular bag. I will say though, again, another personal opinion is that the quality of Louis Vuitton in 2012 does not even compare to now. Like the quality between the canvas alone is so different between this and my Alma BB. Given, obviously I know that the Alma is a much more structured bag, but I'm honestly more careful with my Alma. So my Alma's only like 2 years old, I think. I think my Alma's 2 years old, and I don't necessarily baby it, but I'm so careful with it, like so much more careful than this. And I don't know if it's because I've kind of like put this bag through the ringer already, or because I genuinely believe that the quality is a little bit better. But back to the question, do I recommend it? 100%. I think there definitely are alternatives out there, and don't get me wrong, I've looked at and I am seriously contemplating the book tote from Christian Dior, but I think this is definitely a good starter bag. And also between those two bags, the price point on the Neverfull, while it is still high, is lower than the Christian Dior book tote, and it is actually significantly lower than a lot of other tote bags on the market. And if you do buy it now, you get the detachable pouch with it, which I think is adorable. So yes, if you love it and you want it, you get it. It is an awesome bag, and if you look after it, it will get you through a lot of years. So now it's question time. Is this bag too basic? Would you still get it? Do you have thoughts on what alternatives you could get instead of the Louis Vuitton Neverfull? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Bye!